Welcome back to the Midweek Update.
Hi, I'm Emily Yucht.
And I'm Brianna Santiago, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places around the Mepham community.
This week on Midweek Update, we will take a look at the musical performances and the fun events at Winterfest.
And also, we'll take a look at the origin and production of the No Place for Hate PSA.
AJ Freed takes another look at Thanksgiving, and Louie Saraceni presents us with an interesting question. What happened to fall?
All of that, but first, the broadcast premiere of the No Place for Hate PSA, which was shown in the social studies classes last week.
I was 11 when it started.
I was 18.
I was 5.
I was 15.
8, 10,
12.
People started staring at me.
I cut my hair.
I wore different clothes.
I acted like everyone else.
But it didn't matter what I did.
I was just different.
I didn't know how to deal with it.
I didn't know who to tell.
Some people just don't like you for no apparent reason.
My friends started laughing. They thought I was joking.
but I wasn't joking.
I pretended I was.
I just let it happen.
I couldn't fight back.
I was scared.
I was scarred.
I would cry in my room every night.
I would leave school early.
I would cut class.
Can't listen to people laughing without thinking it's directed at me.
At me.
At me.
At me.
My self-esteem is empty. Bullying just doesn't stop.
It starts to come from yourself.
If no one likes me, therefore I just don't deserve love.
No one listened to me.
It wasn't obvious.
I asked for help. It happened at Sawmill.
It happened at Newbridge. It happened at Grand.
It happened in my math class last week.
It happened in the bathroom. It almost killed me.
It did.
It happens to everyone.
It
happens
to
everyone.
It happens to everyone.
It happens to everyone.
It happens to everyone.
It happened to me.
That was a really powerful PSA. Joining us in the studio right now, we have AJ Guerrero from the senior leadership class who organized the No Place for Hate campaign. Hello, AJ.
Hello.
The No Place for Hate movement is fairly new, but has gathered momentum and support quickly. Why is Mepham a part of No Place for Hate?
We're part of No Place for Hate to stop bullying, prejudice, and stereotyping all throughout high schools.
Where did the idea come from to make the PSA this way?
We were asked to make something to help stop bullying and stereotyping, so we had an idea to come with broadcasting, which they created an amazing video that was phenomenal, and yeah.
Amazing work by you, AJ, and the senior leaders and BC3. I hope this great cause continues to grow in the Mepham community. Thank you for your time.
Next, Michele takes a look at the FAPA Winterfest, a fun day to celebrate the holiday season that included the sensory-friendly time for children with special needs.
The holiday season is quickly approaching, and stores in the mall are being showered in decorations. But for Mepham High School, we turn into a winter wonderland with the help of the Fine Arts Parent Association.
FAPA is the parent association for our music, arts, drama, broadcast as part of it. They support that group of students for us.
Winterfest is a new event, which is kind of exciting. What we're doing is we're opening the doors to the community and saying, come on over and let's get ready for the holidays and get really excited and listen to some good holiday music, make some good holiday crafts, maybe have a special meeting with a special someone named Santa Claus, who I heard that I'm going to be playing.
All students will have a chance to meet Santa. During the first 2 hours, the lights will be dimmed and the music will be lowered to make the experience more enjoyable for all families and children who might get overwhelmed easily. This Winterfest will have a very special sensory-friendly Santa.
I think it's important to come out and volunteer because each kid deserves the equal opportunity to have fun and celebrate the holidays the way that they should.
It'll be really fun for the kids, especially during the sensory-friendly section, where there's lots of activities for them to do and they can get involved in the arts.
We're doing Winterfest just to, again, welcome the community to our school, get everyone ready for the holiday spirit, but also to raise money for FAPA scholarships for our seniors and to raise money to benefit our arts programs here at Mepham.
I think it's important for people to come out so that the more support that we get at the Winter Festival, the more likely we can have it next year and the better it will run.
It'll be really fun for them, and they'll be able to interact with high school kids and, get to know people that they might not know, new experiences.
Winterfest is going to be here at Mepham High School, Saturday, December 7th, between 12 and 4.
Winterfest sounds like a fun time for all. We hope to see you there. From B&B, I'm Michele Spiller.
Thanks, Michele. This was a wonderful event for everyone involved.
Absolutely. Even though we had snow last week and summer is just a distant memory, it feels like we never had fall. Louie Saraceni tries to answer the important question, whatever happened to fall?
Fall used to be a time of transition where temperatures dropped, leaves changed colors, and everyone celebrated the fall holidays. Now temperatures seem to go straight from the summer heat to freezing cold, and everyone skips over fall holidays to focus on Christmas. The tradition and excitement of fall has disappeared, and now the season is just associated with pumpkin spice. I'm Louie Saraceni, and I'm here to figure out why.
Here at the Roosevelt Field Mall, we can see a prime example of people forgetting about the fall holidays and skipping to Christmas.
The mall isn't the only place that has their Christmas decorations up early. Even in October, plenty of houses have decorations up.
Last Christmas,
sir.
I give you my
Sir, can you tell me why you have your Christmas decorations up before Halloween and Thanksgiving?
What's Halloween and Thanksgiving? This year.
As you can see, a season of fall is quickly disappearing.
Besides people's appreciation for fall holidays, another thing about the fall is quickly disappearing: fall weather. To find out why this change is occurring, I went to Mepham High School to ask some questions to Mr. Steckel, a science teacher.
What happened to fall? That is a really good question, because I remember when I was a kid, it was summer, it was warm, then it was kind of warm and kind of cold, and then it got cold. Well, what I believe happened was through tons of carbon dioxide emissions in the atmosphere, as the Earth tries to cool, it can't, and that CO2 traps some of the heat, and it lingers that summer temperature bleeds into the fall.
Between the weather changing and everyone forgetting about Halloween and Thanksgiving to focus on Christmas, the season of fall is disappearing. From B&B in the soon-to-be-forgotten season of fall, I'm Louie Saraceni.
Thanks, Louie. It is important to acknowledge the erratic and significant changes in weather from season to season. It seems as if the classic fall weather may be gone forever.
Speaking of fall, AJ Freed takes some time to acknowledge one of the more unappreciated holidays, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is a time for family and friends to get together and spend time with one another and appreciate what they have. It's a joyous time for many families, but for some, it's one of the most stressful times of the year.
The hardest part about hosting is prepping, having everything done at the same time, stressing about whether or not your dinner is going to be perfect, even though if it's not perfect, it shouldn't matter. But as a host, you always stress about wanting everything to be perfect.
For me, the hardest part is shopping because I really don't like it. I don't mind the cooking and I don't mind the cleaning. But what I mind is going to the grocery store and buying everything that I need, because then the packages are heavy. You have to get them into the car, and then from the car you have to get them into the house and then put everything away. And I just find that to be very time consuming and boring.
Despite all the stresses, the McLaughlins still love Thanksgiving.
Well, my favorite part about Thanksgiving is when the doorbell rings and I open it and my family's standing there. And we're all sitting around the table and we're giving thanks for the blessings that we have, which are many. And so it kind of gives me a lot of pleasure to look around the table and think, well, this started somewhere.
Our house is filled with fun and love, and sometimes it's even filled with people that we don't get to see as often as we like. So yeah, friends, family, it doesn't matter. Anybody who needs a place to go is always welcome here.
I guess the only thing I would change about Thanksgiving is to get a bigger table and more chairs.
For B&B, I'm AJ Freed.
Thanks, AJ. I know that I enjoy Thanksgiving. Now Tom Mauro gives a forecast of the upcoming events in the Mepham Sports with the B&B Sports Report.
Thanks, Brianna, and let's jump right into the winter sports. Last Friday, the basketball team played in the finals against Herrick and won 67-27 in the Coaches vs. Cancer tournament. Senior Jack Fontanetta and sophomore Richie Vaquero were named to the All-Tournament team. Fontanetta and Vaquero combined for 26 points as junior Mekhi Beckett secured the tournament MVP with 10 points himself. The girls basketball team fell short to Valley Stream last weekend, 41-21, and started their season off 0-3. They look to get their first win this Thursday, where they take on Uniondale Knights at home. Exclusive coverage from B&B, as our cameras will be there. Another place where our cameras will be is the annual Spring Gardener event here at Mepham. That'll be this Saturday. From B&B Sports Edition, a Midweek Update, I'm Tom Mauro.
Thanks, Tom. This is a big week for Mepham Sports.
Be sure to tune in with us next week when we'll be back with all new packages created by the B&B students to bring you inside the parts of your community that we don't always get to see. For Midweek Update, I'm Emily Yucht.
And I'm Brianna Santiago, and we'll see you next midweek.